Hi everyone, this is Yarn Journey back with the third variation of the button cuff bracelet. And as you can see here, these ones have the Celtic charms and a closed mesh and a square button. And this is the one I made when I made the Celtic bracelet video. And as you can see, the back loop of each of the charms is what's catching down the crisscross lace here. So you can also do it, this is in the Persian bands with round buttons, and then I did solid color charms, and I get a little more of a flower look. So I like this one pretty much. So today we're going to finish off this bracelet, which is they have the Celtic charms, and I did a square button, but the difference is I'm doing open lace, and you have to finish off the charms in a different way, because it's because there's nothing to grab. So I'll show you how to do that. So you can use the Celtic charms on an open lace. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. So we'll make a blue one. Let's make a blue one. And you do that by first putting a gold band down at the bottom. We can maybe go in a little bit, and I hope it'll be clear, and cross it. Sorry about that, I'm tossing everything all over the place. Okay, so we're going to cross it. So it's made just like a flower, like the very much like the water lily, I think. And I'm going to put down 2 bands. I had to stop the video, I had a cough. So okay, so we put down our 2 bands, and I'm going to loop this over as a regular fishtail. Yes, make sure that these don't cross, that they're separated. And then, like the other ones, I'm going, like when we make the buttons, I'm going to push everything in so it becomes as square as possible. Then I'm going to push it halfway down to make my first set of loops. And that's another blue one. For this particular charm, since I'm using the blue lace in the background of the blue charm, I'm going to need 5 blue bands and 3 gold bands. So 8 bands. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. No, I think, no, it's going to be 4 gold bands. There are 4 gold bands. So this one's going to have 5 blue ones and 4 gold ones. Because I forgot to get the slip knot band. Okay, so we've got the first one on, and we're going to push these in so that they're really next to the gold ones, and even all the way around if possible. Now we're going to put on our gold loops at the bottom. And loop that off. Oops, sorry. And again, we'll push everything in so that it's close to the previous stitches. And try to get this together more on the sides here. Okay, so we have it like this. Sometimes, if you want to, you can take this over. If you're doing a flower, you take this over and it gives you a more cupped look. But if you want to flat the petals to be a little bit, they still cup a little bit, but a little bit more flat, then put the band here and take these off both onto this calyx or gathering band. It's not really a calyx when it's a Celtic charm, but it would be if it was a flower. So we're going to push this one in too. And then I'm going to take these ones over. And hopefully they'll lay right on the inside. See how you see them parallel? That they're not twisted in there. Like that. And then I'm going to do something, see that's what it looks like. For this charm I want this knot to look a little tighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully pull these up in the middle here. Try to get both of them even on both sides. And just pull them up a little tighter. Because I can always pull them out from the other side, but I won't be able to pull them back up again later. So I'm going to pull those tight and see how it gets all tight in there, so that my cross will be a little bit, it'll look a little bit more like a knot than before. So okay, so I did that. Now I'm going to put my legs and my lace on, and I'm using blue here, but if you were using a different color you'd use a different color. So I got that. And then I can put my hook up through the center carefully, and let me see, I'm going to move these ones. So it might be better just to, there we go. You can put the legs on and then pull these up, and then your legs will be on the right side of those things. Okay, so, okay. Now I'm going to gather it up. A little awkward here. There we go. Like before, and I've got my 4 loops on my hook. I'm going to pull through my 4th gold one. And this could be blue or it could be gold. I like to use the same color that's in the center in case they poke out, then they won't show as much. And I go around my hook and make a slip knot. And I can go back through, grab this slip knot from this side and pull it through again and make a double slip knot, just so that it tightens up against the ends that we're going to cut. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, it's got so much in the way. It's going to come through back through. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I have my hook right here so I can pull it on through. I'm going to try to be careful and not catch any of these little golds in the middle and undo that work that I did when I pulled them tight. Okay, so then I can center my loops. That's what it looks on the back. And I'm going to leave the this loop through the center, because as you're pulling on these things, you know, things in the middle get what you call it, you know, you could pull out the ends if you've cut them off already. So I leave it till the last minute and finish that off at the end, just so that I don't dislodge the cut ends on the middle as I'm pulling things out. This one's coming a little forward, so I might, well, let's pull out the back, the other ones first, and see if that flattens it out. So we're going to pull out this one and this one. Remember, they're coming from the top, not from the bottom, so there was this back loop here. You don't want that one. That's that loop that you have to get rid of if you don't, you don't want. So they're the top loops. They're on the side that's in front of the gold loops. Again, see, you can see the back one. That's not the one we want. So we can get rid of that by just grabbing these back two loops and pulling it. We want this top loop. Now I'm ready to cut off the little extra loop and carefully push these down inside. And then if I need to, I can adjust this a little bit, slide them from one side to the other so that you get a nice little four little crosses there. The four strands woven in it. Yeah, that's what it is. The 4 strands woven, over and under each other. And that's my open loop little Celtic charm. Okay, so now I need to put 4 of them together to make the 4, like this. Okay, and like this. But if I already have my bracelet already made, I can just keep adding 2 and 2. But we'll put 4 together because that's how you start a bracelet. So we'll do it like this. And I wonder if so I'm going to put a gold one down, but we've made 2 videos on this before, so I'm going I think I should fast forward through this button. I'm not really sure. I don't want to bore you all. But anyway, I put 1 down and I cross the second one. Well, you can just slide the little slider on the YouTube slider and go past this part if you already know how to make these. How's that? I think that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to loop off the crossed one over the top one. Even everything out and fishtail this over. I'm ready to add my charms. So I'm going to add a purple one and a blue one and a blue one and a purple one. Okay, and I'm going to have my tops going this way, because you can see there's one loop that's on top of the other, and I'm going to go from lower left to upper right on those. Oops, sorry. Let me get that back on there. So to do that, I reach in from the back of the top one, lift up this, and I usually just pull it through. There may be other ways to do this, put them all on individually and keep them on your hook. I don't know. And so this one goes this way. This way I see it, and I kinda, I don't know why I'm losing these today. And then this one's the purple one, and it's going like this. Again, just like the other side. Sorry, my hands are moving over to the right hand side a bit. This one I want this on top, so I'm going to take the under one and put it on this one. Like that. Now I can put my hook up through the middle like before and gather these all up on my hook to pull a gold one through to slip knot everything off. And I can check that, make sure that they're all connected. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to go around my hook that's in the middle so that I can pull the knot through later. And do my double slip knot. Yeah, this bracelet's real repetitive. You just keep doing the same thing. It's like motif crochet where you make little motifs and then just hook them all together. So now I can pull it up through the center. And this one there isn't really anything to adjust. It's already square, so I can just cut this off. And if one of my corners needs to be pulled out a bit, I can pull it out a bit. There we go. So I have my 4 that I'm going to add on to this bracelet like that. Oops, like that. So I already have been making this video for a while, so I have one of these already. If you get these can be you know, pre-made, but I made a mistake with the video, and I got to this point and had to restart the whole video. So I'm just going to put this one back on the loom because we've already seen how we make these little buttons, and you can see that they stay put, so which is kind of neat. You can reuse them if you get something in the wrong place or something. If you do this, just kind of check that you have all your loops that look the same on each peg, and it looks all right on the bottom. Okay, so instead of doing the sides first, we'll just we're in the middle. So I'm going to take my 2 middles and put them on each peg on this side. If you do all the middles first and then do the edgings later, then it's a little bit easier to keep the overs and unders in the same direction, because when you have this like this, we want it to go like this, right? That the overs go in this direction. So is that the only way? Let's see. Oh, this one, because of the colors, it automatically does it. But sometimes if they're all the same color, you could add them going this way. So, but with this one, because of the colors, really points that you're always going to be in the right direction. That I don't think is right. It's right? No. It's this one here. So this one, I'm putting an under one here, and then the over one's here. Oops. So now I'll have all my 7 of them, or 14, you know, 7 on each thing, and I'm joining the bracelet. So I can put my hook up to the center. So the only thing new on this video is how the Celtic charms are made, with the extra calyx band at the bottom, and that you loop two rows of bands off onto it. That's the only thing that's different about this one. And then we'll do one with flowers in variation 4. Yeah, variation 4. And I'll show you some neat things you can do with that one. Okay. So now see, my bracelet is pretty much done. All I'm going to have to do now is do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons on the edging, and then the 1 button to close this off here. And as you notice that I'm getting 2 in the same, 2 purples together and 2 blues, but that's just the nature of doing a 7 repeat. Okay, I'll finish this off and come back. Okay, bye, thanks. Okay, I'm back with all the looming done. I just want to give you some pointers. If you stretch out your bracelet like this, you can see what you need to adjust. They should all line up, you know, evenly around when you stretch them out. If you get one that's not lining up, then you can adjust it. Okay, does that make sense? So that's how I check them to see. And then with these ones with the flowers or the Celtic charms in this place, if you wanted to, and they're being too close together in the center, they don't necessarily have to be right on the center. So you can pull them so that they're a little bit more centered to the outside. Just go through and give it everything just a little tug, and that'll give it a you know, separate them a little bit more. Okay, so I said those 2 things, and then you can see that that the charms are much bigger when you put the I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. When you put the the extra band in here, so it frees it. You know, it just frees it up so that it just comes out a little bigger. Okay, now I just want to mention this. Anything that you can put 2 legs on, you can use any kind of charm with this type of process. So like this one, I was thinking these would look like little stars, but you can see these are little 5-pointed charms, and I just put it on 2 of the peg, you know, across it, and then you can see that the extra leg is coming out here. It doesn't matter. So you can do any kind of charm. You just, because since they're all gathered up onto the thing, it doesn't matter how many legs the charm has. You can use any suit, the roses or anything you can do this with. Okay, I was going to finish this, but my husband and son thought they looked too much like flowers and not enough like stars, so this was just an idea start. So I just thought I'd mention that so that you may be able to come up with other ways or other charms that would work. Anything you can gather up, you can use as a button to link 2 legs together. And I'm probably going to get the version 4 video done and then have it released at the same or uploaded at the same time I upload this one, because if you have any questions, I'm going to go over things maybe a little bit more clearly in that one than this one, since this was a quick rehash of the Celtic bracelet that we did before. Okay, thank you. I hope you like this one. Bye.